Updated January 11, 2018, 16 hours 17 minutes and 32 seconds. An Adelaide woman accused of supplying cannabis oil to terminally ill people has pleaded not guilty to drug charges and asserted her actions were morally right. Medicinal cannabis advocate Jenny Hallam, 45, entered her pleas in Adelaide Magistrates Court to 1 count each of possessing and manufacturing a controlled drug. Police raided the woman's home at Hillier in northern Adelaide a year ago and charged her 3 months later with drug offences. Outside court, with supporters by her side, she said she had hoped the Director of Public Prosecutions (DPP) would drop the charges. "We have just provided the DPP with just under 200 letters from people who I have helped and also just the general public asking for the charges to be dropped," she said. "It's against the public interest. It's a waste of taxpayers' money." Ms. Hallam said her actions were morally right and she was not a criminal. "It was a medical necessity. The people were in need. Those people would have died if I hadn't have provided the treatment," she said. "There are no victims in this crime. Nobody was hurt. Nobody was injured. I will stand in that courtroom proud and I will tell people that was the right thing. It was the morally right thing to do." Doctors reluctant to prescribe. Doctors in South Australia can legally prescribe cannabis in particular circumstances. But advocates of medicinal use of cannabis argue doctors are unwilling to prescribe it and hurdles remain to accessing medicinal cannabis products. There is no legal access for people. Even though they have been trying, they have been told to go to their doctors, but the doctors cannot prescribe a legal product, Ms. Hallam said. She argued people who could be helped were dying instead. If convicted of manufacturing a controlled drug, Ms. Hallam faces a maximum jail sentence of 7 years, a $35,000 fine, or both. Greens MLC Tammy Franks said Ms. Hallam was a healer, not a dealer, and should not be facing the courts. "We have a technical fiction at the moment which sees people like Jenny Hallam, who are there to try and help sick and suffering South Australians, dragged through the courts," she said. "The law needs to be fixed and, until the law is fixed, people like Jenny need amnesty." She urged her political colleagues to support the woman, who will be arraigned in the district court in March and stand trial later. Topics: Courts and trials, drug offences, crime, law, crime and justice. Adelaide 5000, SA first posted January 11, 2018, 16 hours 13 minutes and 22 seconds.